Good evening. Welcome to the 2020 Washington High School Top 25 Recognition Presentation. This event focuses on the top students of the graduating class and the educators they selected as their most influential educators. The identity of who is selected, each educator, is kept secret until the evening of the presentation, when students would normally surprise their educators by greeting them as they arrived. This year, the educators will learn which student selected them as they view this pre-recorded presentation. Enjoy. We will begin the evening with our first student, Emma Bachtel. Emma is the daughter of Matthew and Stacy Bachtel. While at Washington High School, Emma has been involved in Student Council, National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pep Club, Choir, and Chess Club. Emma plans to attend the University of St. Francis, Fort Wayne, to double major in dance and business.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Alice Johnston, who is a technology specialist at Massillon City Schools. Mrs. Johnston was my teacher during 3rd and 4th grade at L.J. Smith Elementary School. I feel like I learned more in her class than at any other point during my school career. She didn't just teach us. She allowed for creativity and individual exploration and learning, which I credit a large portion of my academic success to. It was in her class that I first discovered how much fun there can be in problem solving, and I will always be grateful for the independent, fun learning she facilitated. Thank you, Mrs. Johnston.
Next is Jack Bachtel, whose parents are also Matt and Stacy Bachtel. While at Washington High School, Jack has been involved in Student Council, National Honor Society, Chess Club, Advanced Choir, Men's Chorus, Massillon Tigers Swing Band, baseball, and track and field. Jack plans to attend the University of Akron and will be majoring in psychology.
My chosen educator is Mr. Sam Studer, who teaches math at Washington High School. Beyond being a great uncle, Mr. Studer has been a great friend to me during my time at Washington High School. He has helped me improve athletically, which has given me more confidence in myself, and it has laid the foundation for me to continue living a healthy lifestyle in the future. He has also been a spiritual leader, helping me grow in my relationship with God. He has given me valuable life advice and has always tried to push me beyond what I think I'm capable of.
Our next student is Hailey Biehl, who is the daughter of Scott and Beth Biehl. While at Washington High School, Hailey has been involved in National Honor Society, Student Council, Advisory Board, softball, and golf. Following graduation, Hailey plans to attend Kent State and major in psychology.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Ann Pulaski, who teaches science at Washington High School. Mrs. Pulaski has helped me excel in the classroom, but she has taught me so much more than just science. She makes me believe in myself and encourages me in ways that make me feel like I can accomplish anything. Mrs. Pulaski's positivity is contagious, and you can feel it as soon as you walk into her classroom. She always puts her students before herself, and that is one of the many traits I admire about her. Throughout my senior year, she has guided me and most importantly supported me in everything I have done.
Keyton Brown is the son of Tisha Johnson. At Washington High School, he participated in basketball, indoor and outdoor track, Pep Club, Spanish Club, Advisory Board, and Teen Court. Keyton plans to attend West Point Military Academy and major in psychology.
My chosen educator is Mr. Tony Thornsberry, who is the Career Technical Director of Massillon Washington High School. I first became acquainted with Mr. Thornsberry my sophomore year of high school. He encouraged me immensely on my journey to host the Nationals and gave me hope that I could excel in the competition. The following year, he did the same thing, only this time actually coming with me to Orlando, Florida. The support that he showed me was evidence that he believed in my abilities. He became a person that I could talk to about anything because I knew he wouldn't judge me. He would always remind me that I have a lot of potential and I am destined for greatness. Thank you, Mr. Tone.
Lauren Brown is the daughter of Steve and Tiffany Brown. While at Washington High School, Lauren was involved in cheerleading, gymnastics, track, advisory board, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Pep Club, and Environmental Club. Lauren will be attending Kent State University in the fall and majoring in biology.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Alyssa Meisner, who teaches English at Washington High School. It's not an exaggeration when I say Mrs. Meisner has changed my life. Mrs. Meisner was more than a teacher to me. She was one of my best friends. I could approach her with anything, whether it regarded academics or hardships within my personal life. Not only was she kind and approachable when I had her as a teacher, but also when I came across problems in other classes. Mrs. Meisner is a positive, radiant person that has a natural love for teaching, and I'm forever grateful for everything she has done for me.
Our next top 25 student is Kaleb Carey, the grandson of Sue and Ron Carey and Ann and Perry Ballinger. Kaleb participated in Student Council, National Honor Society, Teen Court, French Club, Environmental Club, Chess Club, musicals, drama productions, and the boys golf team while here at Washington High School. Kaleb will be attending Yale University, majoring in molecular and cellular biology in the fall.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Wendy Snodgrass, who teaches social studies at Washington High School. Mrs. Snodgrass, or as we call her, Snod, is a wonderful teacher. The reason that it's difficult to put my appreciation into words is that I sometimes struggle with expressing or finding myself. It has been her help with those very issues that is why I appreciate her so much. In my time here, she has helped me with an incredible number of things, from stress about writing this very paragraph, to emotional turmoil, to serious decisions about my future, and even the mundane. She has pushed me past my reluctance or self-doubt to many things that I would have never done otherwise. Without Snod, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Our next student is Kiara Cleveland, the daughter of Melissa Skelton and Mark Cleveland. While at Washington High School, Kiara participated in volleyball, bowling, National Honor Society, and Teen Court. After graduation, Kiara plans to major in biochemistry at Case Western Reserve University.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Blair, who is the curriculum director at Massillon City Schools. 4th grade seems like so long ago, but I still remember everything we did in class. We mummified a chicken, learned how to multiply and divide, and gathered around you while you read books to us. When I was told to think about the educator that influenced me most, you instantly came to mind. I idolize you for being a successful and kind woman who always deeply cares about whom you surround yourself with. I felt as though you were an additional mother figure to us all in your class. Thank you for always showing me that you cared.
Charity Daly is the daughter of Francis and Jennifer Daly. At Washington High School, Charity was involved in tennis, softball, advisory board, environmental club, French club, and teen court. Charity plans to attend Miami University after graduation and major in environmental science.
My chosen educator is Miss Kelsey McKinney, who is a guidance counselor at Washington High School. Miss McKinney has been a prime educator as well as an inspiring guidance counselor. I have turned to her in preparing for my next chapter in life, reviewing all of my coursework, and most importantly, receiving encouraging advice when I need it. She shows true compassion when talking to me about my dilemmas, and she is absolutely driven to ensure her students are successful in whatever we do. My senior year would not have been so efficient without her there by my side, and I'm very thankful for the relationship we have created in my time here. Thank you.
JC and Stephen Frey are the parents of our next student, Hannah Frey. While at Washington High School, Hannah was involved in golf, pep club, senior advisory, annual board, teen court, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, and HOSA. Hannah plans to attend Capital University after graduation and major in nursing.
My chosen educator is Mrs. LaFleur, who taught nursing at Washington High School. I only got to spend 1 year with Mrs. LaFleur as my teacher, but within that time she shared advice, lessons, and opportunities that I never would have imagined I'd get. In her class, I learned valuable skills to help me not only in the workplace, but in everyday life as well. She taught me how to cope with stress and to always be patient and kind. With her help, I was able to influence lives through a mentoring group for 8th grade girls.
I'm forever grateful for everything she's taught me and hope to learn more lessons from her throughout my life.
Matigan Hammer is the daughter of Ken and Kylie Hammer. While at Washington High School, Matigan has been involved with the girls' tennis team, National Honor Society, and Pep Club. Matigan plans to attend Cleveland State University after graduation and major in criminology and chemistry.
My chosen educator is Mr. Matthew Citron, who teaches science at Washington High School. The time I spent with Mr. Citron began my sophomore year, and going in, I would have never thought I'd meet someone quite like him. The ability Mr. Citron has to create an environment that allowed me to feel significant in the shuffle of high school is something I wish for everyone to receive. The open door Mr. Citron provided consistently kept my spirits high. He always had an interesting or comedic tidbit to add to the conversation, such as Beats, Bears, and Battlestar Galactica. Without his unconditional support, I would have never felt the importance I needed to drive my future.
Our next student is TJ Harper, who is the son of Tim and Brittany Harper. TJ participated in golf, National Technical Honor Society, Advisory Board, and Student Council at Washington High School. TJ will be attending the College of Worcester following graduation, and he plans to major in education.
My chosen educator was Mr. Josh Sikora, who coaches golf at Washington High School. Coach Sikora pushed me to be not only a better golfer, but also a better person in general. Mr. Sikora was somebody that I could always go to, no matter the situation. He always made sure that my grades were good, and if they weren't, he made sure I talked to my teachers or got extra help to get them up. I am very grateful that I was able to have such a thoughtful person in my life for 3 years of my high school golf and academic career.
Lorinda Kanipe is the daughter of Ken and Marlene Kanipe. While at Washington High School, Lorinda has been involved in cheerleading, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Pep Club, Advisory Board, and Educators Rising. Lorinda plans to attend Kent State University after graduation and major in integrated social studies.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Karen Dietrich, who is the teaching professions instructor at Washington High School. Mrs. Dietrich has had the biggest impact on my future because she has not only been preparing me for college, but for the rest of my life as a teacher. But that's not all. Anytime you need to print out an essay, register for the ACT, or apply for a scholarship, Mrs. Dietrich can help. If you ever need a snack or a bottle of water, she has something in her back room for you. So yes, Mrs. Dietrich has had an impact on me for being an amazing teacher, but also a mentor and a friend. Thank you, Mrs. Dietrich.
Next, we have Aidan Longwell, the son of Eric and Nancy Longwell. Aidan participated in football, baseball, and the teaching professions program at Washington High School. Aidan plans to attend Kent State University after graduation, and he will be majoring in education.
My chosen educator is Mr. Jarrett Troxler, who coaches football at Washington High School. Mr. Troxler has been a role model for me since the first day I met him. He has always been someone I can talk to about anything, whether that was school, sports, or life. Whatever I needed help with, he was always there for me. I have been lucky to build such a close relationship with him through my 4 years at WHS. He has taught me about leadership and hard work because of how he handles himself every day. I consider him more of a friend than a coach or a teacher. I am truly grateful for our relationship.
Heath Manson is the son of Heath and Jen Manson. While at Washington High School, Heath has been involved in football, baseball, DECA, National Honor Society, and National Technical Honor Society. At this time, Heath will be attending Ohio Wesleyan University in the fall, and he plans to major in business.
My chosen educator is Ms. Stephanie Busher, who teaches high school English in Indiana. English was always the class I disliked the most, but sophomore year was my favorite because of Ms. Butcher. Her classes were always very interesting, and I look forward to going every day. She loved helping students, and that always showed how much she cared about us. Ms. Butcher was always the teacher I went to with any problems or questions, or if I wanted to just talk to someone. She is an amazing teacher in person, and I wish she would have stayed at Massillon for my senior year. I will never forget what you taught me in the classroom and how much you meant to me. Thank you, Ms. Butcher.
Our next student is Morgan Manson, the daughter of Amanda and Eric Manson. Morgan participated in Pep Club, Advisory Board, National Honor Society, and Teen Court. Morgan plans to attend the University of Cincinnati after graduation and major in business.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Amy Pedro, who teaches Spanish at Washington High School. Mrs. Pedro has been my teacher since sophomore year. Throughout the time that I've known her, she has influenced me not only to do my best in her class, but to do my best in every aspect of life. During the first class I ever had with her, I remember thinking I was not going to end up liking Spanish or stay in the class any longer than I needed to. But I ended up taking it for an extra 2 years because I loved having class with someone as amazing as her.
Mackenzie Maxheimer is the daughter of Aaron Rudy and Brock Maxheimer. While at Washington High School, Mackenzie has been involved in Pep Club, Exercise Science, and HOSA. Mackenzie plans to attend Kent State University after graduation and major in child psychology.
My chosen educator is Mr. Morgan, who teaches English at Washington High School. I met Mr. Morgan my sophomore year as his student and worked as his aide my junior year. His classroom provided me with a safe space to de-stress from my schoolwork and responsibilities. His personality and unwavering positivity could brighten anyone's day. In class, Mr. Morgan provided a quote and pun of the day. Despite the corny puns, his quotes aim to motivate and challenge his students. Even though I'm not his student now, he acts as if I am, and he is always a friendly face. I cannot thank him enough for the inspiration and friendship he has provided me.
Our next top 25 student will be Ben MacArthur, who is the son of Jerry and Michelle MacArthur. While at Washington High School, Ben has participated in cross country, track, and the Massillon Tiger Swing Band. In the fall, Ben plans to attend Stark State College, where he will be enrolled in the Physical Therapist Assistant Program.
My chosen educator is Miss Rachel Atkins, who is a counselor and coach at Washington High School. I'm very grateful that I had the chance to meet Miss Atkins when I joined the high school cross country team my freshman year. Throughout the last 4 years, Miss Atkins has assisted me in a number of ways. She has helped develop me into the runner and person I am today. Miss Atkins has been very encouraging, however, she has also provided me with several challenges in order to help me reach my full potential. Miss Atkins is a remarkable person, and I am very grateful for everything she has done for me throughout my high school career.
Olivia Musey is the daughter of Tim and Christy Musey. While at Washington High School, Olivia was involved in the Massillon Tiger Swing Band, Pep Club, National Honor Society, Student Council, Advisory Board, and the musicals. Olivia will be attending Xavier University after graduation, and she plans to major in occupational therapy.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Tammy Sorensen, who teaches 3rd grade at Gorell Elementary School. Mrs. Sorensen has been in my life since the time I started 3rd grade. Not only was she my teacher, vocal coach, and dance instructor, but she was a person I could trust and rely on when I needed her most. Her kind words and endless encouragement have followed me all the way through high school and have played a huge role in building the person that I am today. I admire her dedication, intelligence, and kindness, and hope that I too can possess these qualities that she has demonstrated to her students. I am so thankful for Mrs. Sorensen.
Jason and Elizabeth Neel are the parents of our next student, Emily Neel. While at Washington High School, Emily was involved in the Massillon Tiger Swing Band, Washingtonians, the musicals, and cross country. Emily is currently undecided as to where she will be attending college following graduation.
My chosen educator is Mr. Jason Neel, who is the band director at Washington High School. Most teachers come into students' lives for 1 year. Others may have the same students for several years, but my honored educator has been in my life for every year I can remember, and more to come. Mr. Neel has always been there for me, and not just through music. He has taught me so much about my life and loved me through every moment. I feel so lucky to have had him as a teacher and as a father. He's always been an example to me of love and faith, and words cannot express how much he has impacted my life.
Anthony Pedro is the son of Steve and Brenda Pedro. While at Washington High School, Anthony was a member of National Honor Society and National Technical Honor Society. He also participated in football, basketball, and track. Anthony plans to attend Wittenberg University in the fall to major in education.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Renee Parr, who is an assistant principal at Washington High School. Mrs. Parr is kind, caring, thoughtful, and she always has a smile on her face. She is dependable, and I can always count on her. She has not only guided me through the last 4 years of high school, but she has been a close friend to me and my family my entire life. I have spent many hot summer days cooling off in her pool. She is more than just an educator to me. I will never forget and will always be grateful for the good times, great advice, and endless support she has shown me. Thank you, Mrs. Parr.
Next, we have Sydney Rice, who is the daughter of Jessica Perkson and Randy Rice. While at Washington High School, Sydney has been involved in Student Council, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Class Advisory Board, Pep Club, cheerleading, and track. Sydney plans to attend Ohio University after graduation and major in marketing.
My chosen educator is Miss Christy Couch, who is the cheerleading advisor at Washington High School. Coach Christy has been so much more to me than just a cheerleading coach over my past 4 years here at WHS. She has always pushed me to be the best that I can be and has always been there to support me. She cares about each member of her squad as if they were one of her own children, and she dedicates all of her time to us. I cannot thank her enough for everything she has done for me and my teammates. I will forever be grateful for the impact she has had on me throughout my high school career.
Bailey Richards is the daughter of Janine Warner and Ann Richards. While at Washington High School, Bailey has been involved in National Honor Society, Student Council, Advisory Board, Pep Club, National Technical Honor Society, and Kindness Club. Bailey plans to attend the Ohio State University after graduation to major in dance and biology.
My honored educator is Mr. Brian Sifferlin, who teaches exercise science at Washington High School. Mr. Sifferlin, aka Sif, has had an overwhelming impact on my life and my future career. Early on in high school, I had no idea what job I wanted to do. After taking Sif's class, I now know that I want to be a physician's assistant. Sif has taught me about muscles, bones, human systems, and provided me real-life experience in the medical field. Sif has also taught me about ethics, character, and hard work. Thank you, Sif, for all you have done for me the past 3 years. I will make you proud.
Next is Annabelle Roehlig, the daughter of Tom and Faith Roehlig. Annabelle has participated in cheerleading, gymnastics, National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, Student Council, Advisory Board, and Educators Rising. Annabelle plans to attend Kent State University after graduation and will major in child psychology.
My chosen educator is Megan Lynch, who works at the preschool. Even though Miss Lynch has never been my teacher, she's been my mentor and my influencer for the past year in the field I'm planning on pursuing in the future. Miss Lynch is the most patient and kind-hearted person I've ever met and has inspired me in so many ways that I plan on using when I'm in education. Miss Lynch has been so generous in allowing me to meet her and her students and know them much better. Thank you for being such a positive role model in the short amount of time I've gotten to know you. It's been so much fun.
Lauren Snedeker is the daughter of Linda and Daniel Snedeker. While at Washington High School, Lauren has been involved in cheerleading, track, advisory board, environmental club, National Honor Society, and National Technical Honor Society. In the fall, Lauren plans to attend the University of Toledo, majoring in pharmacology, toxicology.
My chosen educator is Mr. Jack Kilgore, who teaches math at Massillon, Washington High School. Throughout the last 3 years with Mr. Kilgore as my teacher, I believe I've truly experienced the most growth of my educational career. His classes have been the most challenging courses I've ever taken. I grew up understanding most material easily, but when I began falling behind, Mr. Kilgore offered me one-on-one help before and after school. Each year with Mr. Kilgore, I opened up more and more, asking for further explanation on material, and I have never been let down. I truly believe the skills Mr. Kilgore taught me will lead to much success in the years to come. Thank you, Mr. Kilgore.
Our next student is Katy Snodgrass, who is the daughter of Wendy and Steve Snodgrass. At Washington High School, Katy has participated in National Honor Society, gymnastics, pep club, and teen court. She was also a majorette for the Massillon Tiger Swing Band. Katy will be attending Ohio University after graduation, and she plans to major in journalism.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Terry Bushman, who teaches 6th grade at Massillon Intermediate School.
Reflecting on the educators who made impacts on my life, Mrs. Bushman was the obvious choice. Although I have not stepped inside her classroom in numerous years, her imprint on my life remains. She managed to spark my love for reading and writing from such an early age that my pursuit in journalism must be dedicated to her. Mrs. Bushman never stopped believing in me and my writing skills through the 2 years that I was blessed to have her as a teacher. Her constant support led me to not only my career, but to becoming the person that I am today.
Aurora Soural is the daughter of Marjorie and George Soural. While at Washington High School, Aurora has been involved in DECA, Teen Court, French Club, Library Club, National Honor Society, and National Technical Honor Society. Aurora plans to attend the University of Akron after graduation to major in biochemistry.
My chosen educator is Mr. Chuck Richards, who teaches marketing at Massillon, Washington High School. Mr. Richards has been cheering me on from the sidelines since my first day as a marketing student in his CTE class. While he was never personally my coach, he devoted time to and believed in me like every dedicated Massillon coach would their team. He presented me with opportunities to grow myself as a person, and whether it was community service, DECA, or NTHS, he was there with advice, guidance, and confidence in my abilities. He has encouraged my success both in and out of his classroom, motivating me to work harder and dream bigger. Thank you, Mr. Richards.
Our final student this evening will be Peyton Wagner, the daughter of Greg and Michelle Wagner. While at Washington High School, Peyton has been involved in Pep Club, Advisory Board, Teen Court, and golf. Following graduation, Peyton plans to attend Ohio University to major in business.
My chosen educator is Mrs. Nicole Singer, who teaches social studies at Washington High School. Mrs. Singer was my U.S. history teacher my sophomore year. During my time in her class, I was impressed by her knowledge of and passion for history. These aspects of her teaching caused me to engage myself in the course, further piquing my interest for the subject. Through the effort and devotion she demonstrated to her students, I witnessed someone who truly enjoys her profession. I hope that as I embark on these next few years, I find a career that provides the same amount of satisfaction and enjoyment.
I would like to formally congratulate our top 25 students who have been recognized this evening in regards to all the achievements that they have, been able to collect and participate in within their 4 years here at Washington High School. It's a great honor to always be around great students, and I'm very thankful that obviously as educators with you, we've done our job in making a difference in your particular lives. And I'm thankful for the educators that you've noted that made a difference in your education, and hopefully will make a difference long past graduation and hopefully into college, and will have an impact on your families and then have an impact on how you potentially raise your kids. I will tell you that as an educator, these are great things. But I have to tell you also that the story doesn't stop here. This is just the very beginning for so many of you. The greatest advice that I can give you is, with this recognition of being one of the top 25 students, there is a great responsibility when you are noted to be one of the leaders within this particular building. And with that responsibility, it sometimes is not always going to be sunshine and roses. Leaders have to make difficult decisions and do things sometimes that are out of the ordinary in order to get things done. So I would challenge you as you move past graduation and you move into your collegiate careers and then your professional lives, is do not ever lower your standard. Your standard should be set high, with expectations set high, and with you doing that, there are always going to be people that are going to try to chip away at the armor of your high expectations. Never, ever lower yourself to those particular expectations. Everybody wants to have you drop your level of expectations because it's so difficult for them to get to where you are. So my advice for you is to Continue to work hard, continue to be respectful, and continue to be committed to the goals that you have for yourself and to grow yourself into the man or to the woman that you need to be for our society. Congratulations on this recognition for Top 25, and as always, go Tigers, and God bless.